All right, welcome back. Going to get started here. Before I get going, Rick's going to talk to you a little bit about injuries here, in particular Mike Patterson, and then I'll finish up with the remaining guys that we have questions on coming into camp. So Mike's going to talk to you again, or excuse me, Rick's going to talk to you a little bit about Mike Patterson.
All right. As you guys remember, last training camp, Mike had the event here at Lehigh, and then in the off season in January, he had the AVM corrected through a surgical procedure with Dr. Robert Spetzler out of Phoenix. So part of that process, he had to go through the healing process, worked out. We didn't allow him in mini camps or OTAs. That was on the doctor's advice. As part of our time frame, we were instructed to get an X-ray and a CT scan of his head to look at the healing, send it off to Phoenix, and then a decision would be made about possible return in this camp. We anticipate that he would return for this camp. However, the doctor in Phoenix has decided to hold him back right now, so he won't participate in this training camp. He'll be on our non-football injury list, and it's just part of the procedure and process that we go through as a medical staff. As you know, in the National Football League, we're player safety is of utmost importance, and the group decided, Dr. Spetzler, Mike's agents, our medical staff, all together on the same page, have decided that it's not best for him to be in this camp right now, and we don't really have a time frame for when he'll be back with us, but right now he's on our non-football injury list.
What did they see that made them make that decision?
Well, I think that what the physician wanted to see was how the healing was with his the cranium, where they took the piece of the skull away to do the procedure, and he wasn't totally happy with it. He said he liked the healing. He's just he's concerned about some very small situations that he could get into in football. So right now he's going to hold off.
This kind of thing not uncommon then? This kind
Well,
of
I think if you look at in the history of the National Football League, not a lot of players have had craniotomies where they've had a piece of their skull taken off and then put back on. So it's something that we thought he would be ready, because today's 6 months since the surgery, and he's not, and that's just what happens with healing. Everybody heals differently, and we anticipate he'll heal up fully and be back playing again. It's just not today.
So there's no chance this is a career-ending situation?
No, I think we're all optimistic that he's going to play again. It's just not today.
Do you have any sense of how much longer this should take? Are there any precedents?
No, there's not. We're talking about this preseason as a month, and then we'll probably reevaluate from there. But it could be a couple months, or more. We don't know. We like I said, nobody knows with how everybody heals, and then it's really back on his physician has to make the initial call and say yes, he can play. I feel it's safe, and then my medical staff, Dr. Dorsheimer and Dr. DeLuke, and our group will get involved.
When was the decision made?
We did the X-ray and CT scan earlier in the week. It was sent off to Phoenix, and the decision was made on Friday night.
What can he do during the interim, as far as, can he run? Can he?
Yeah, he's been training fully with Barry Rubin, our strength and conditioning coach, and he's really gonna be up here doing some training with Barry again, and with my crew, and he'll probably jump in with Jason Peters a little bit with some stuff that Coach will talk to you about. But he'll be up here. He just won't do the football stuff. And really, on a non-football injury, he's not allowed to do the football stuff with the team.
Did you talk to him? Is he disappointed or optimistic?
Yeah, Mike's been up here. He was evaluated today and with our crew because he had his physical. And I think he wants to be back with his teammates, but he also wants to be out on the field safely, as we all do. And so he's, I think he's comfortable with the decision. I think his desire to play is great, but he's comfortable with the decision. And we all anticipated, I think Coach told you, we thought he'd be ready for this camp. Mike thought he would too, but we also knew that there was a chance that he may not be ready, and that's what's happened. And nobody's alarmed by it, and I think that Mike's disappointed, only because he had set this week as his goal, but he understands.
Rick, what details can you share with us about the craniotomy? How big was the piece of skull? What happens when they take it out?
Yeah, I have that in the op report, and I don't remember the exact numbers. And they you know, the craniotomy part of it is that they have to take a piece of the skull way to get down to the ABM, and then they put it back in, and they cut it a certain way and all that, and they heal up. It just takes a little bit.
Is he letting me in meetings?
Yeah, I think he can be a meetings, right, Coach? Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank
Rich.
you.